What's going on, guys? Dallas46. I want to talk about the entire 1911 series of the CO2 blowbacks from Elite Force. Not only the 1911 TAC, the A1, and the discontinued Red Jacket versions, but more importantly, I wanted to talk about my experience with the 1911s. This little guy right here. This is going to be my personal. It was a Red Jacket. Originally upper. I love the fact that the Red Jacket came with the chromed barrel, but I did run into some issues. It is running a 1911 TAC lower on it. And real quick, you guys are going to want to make sure you have extra mags. 14-round mags. They do make a 27-round extended mag as well. Now, this is a quick shot of the limited edition stuff Elite Force is talking about coming out with. 2 different versions. There's not a lot of information out there just yet about availability or the number of runs. The first one's going to be a weathered ported slide, which looks really cool, and I believe that's going to be inspired from the cool guy over there on the West Coast, Mr. Dave Bax. The other one is going to be a gray Cerakoted one. Now this is one I'm really interested in. I like to do my own weathering by use and abuse. So if you're into that, this looks really cool. Gray Cerakote, love it. I'd like to get my hands on one of those for sure. Now, the big draw to the 1911 CO2 blowbacks from Elite Force is the kick on them. Not only that, but they shoot great. You're looking at 345 feet per second, measured with a .20 gram BB. Big thing, you want to make sure that you're lubing up your magazines, okay? This is where you're going to run into the leak issues. Make sure you're lubing up the head of the CO2 port and that valve on top. The first issue I run into is that the hammer will stop engaging with the valve to expend gas to make it go boom. There are a few things you can do to fix this. Luckily, I have my own in-house tech that's really familiar with the 1911 series. This is OEM by KWC, so he's really in tune with KWC 1911s, and he knows exactly what to do. Elite Force comes firing back with their rebuild kits. So you're going to be, it looks like they're going to have 3 different kits out there. There's going to be a mag rebuild, just kind of an overall spring rebuild, and a barrel rebuild. So I imagine that includes barrel, hop-up units, things like that, and getting your springs back to where they were when you pulled it out of the box so you can get that crisp recoil. However, I don't know that they're going to really focus on some of the key issues, which, again, back to this, the springs come loose inside, and this is something, I sell a lot of these. I have a lot of experience with a lot of these. I have a lot of players around me that use a lot of these, and this is something I continue to run into, is that spring comes loose and the hammer is not reciprocating into the internals, and it's not knocking the gas reservoir to make it go boom. That being said, guys, you need to make sure that with any blowback gun, whether it be green gas or CO2, they are very finicky. They are very high demand. This includes cleaning it, keeping it well lubed. The biggest thing is keeping it well lubed. The sills, especially with the CO2 gun, the CO2 is very harsh on the rubber sills. It will eat them up eventually, and you're going to start getting leaks unless you stay on it from day one. So don't expect to get a CO2 gun and just have at it. There's a little bit of responsibility involved with it as well. Those are 2 coming? Okay.